Hello, everyone, and welcome to the 46th episode of NiinaN Knitting. My name is Niina, and I live in Jyväskylä in central Finland with my husband, our two kids, and a dog. You can find me on Ravelry as Niinima, and on Instagram, I'm at NiinaN Knitting. There's also a Ravelry group for this podcast, and you can find that on Ravelry by searching in the Groups tab, or you can follow the link down in the description box that will lead you to the episode thread with show notes and, of course, the whole Ravelry group. I hope you can't see too many of these little bugs that are flying around in here. Probably do, because they're sort of circling around the camera of my tablet and they bite. It's summer. It's about plus 20 degrees Celsius, which is 68 degrees Fahrenheit. Today, a very nice sunny day, although kind of windy at times. So we'll see how this goes. I hope the wind doesn't affect the mic too much. And I hope that my tripod will not tip over because of the wind. Right, today I have one crocheted finished object, one knit finished object, then I have two sewn finished objects that I forgot to take with me, but I'll have to add some pictures or video. We'll see how that goes. But anyway, what else? I have one whip, and then I have some yarny goodness and some future whip or future plans, project plans. And then I'm going to talk about the cow that I am posting, and it just started. That info will be at the very end of this episode. Right. First, the finished crocheted object, which is something that you've already seen if you saw my last episode, and I only have a picture of it now, so I'll just pop the picture somewhere on the screen. But the pattern is called Red Fox Phone Cozy. The designer is Amanda Maciel, and I made 3 in total, so this one was the third one. They were presents for my daughter's daycare teachers, and I'd already finished 2 last time. But this, had I finished the second one? I'm not quite sure. Maybe I had. I think I had. Anyway, I was using 3.5mm hook. That's E in the US system. The yarn and the sort of fox red color that I used was Novita 7 välistä, a very old color that I don't think they manufacture anymore. And that, of course, I ran out of. So I had to continue with Sunnes Garn Lanet baby wool that I had used for my daughter's sweater this winter. I used it held double. And then the white bits were Örenbajan Dora white yarn, acrylic. The others were Novita 7 välistä. This Phone Cozy pattern is free on Ravelry. But it didn't have a shoulder strap, so that's my own addition to the pattern. Yeah, but that's pretty much all I can say about it, because I've already given them away. My daughter started her summer vacation at the end of May. And then for the second finished object, I'm going to have to change, so bear with me. My second finished object is something that I made for the family thing I mentioned last time. So my son will be getting his first communion or something, and there'll be a party, and this is something I made for that party. So I'll be wearing a dress. I hope I can fit into that dress, but I have all these summer months to do something about that, don't I? Haven't even tried it yet. But anyway, so if it happens to be chilly, which is very possible at the beginning of August, I'll have to have something on the dress, and this is what I made. So the pattern is called Summer's End by, I'm gonna check, Heather Malloy, and the yarns I used here is the white one that I showed you some time ago, Novita Cottonella, and only had 6 50-gram balls of it. So this is 300 grams, and I have the bulb. And here, Novita Cottonella is something that has been discontinued, and this is how much I have left. So very good. But yes, I had to go and find something to go with it since I knew I'd be running out. And so there were quite a few choices, but not the one that would sort of go with this. And what I ended up doing was buying some Novita Suvi yarn, and I've totally forgotten what the fiber content is. Maybe 70% viscose and 30% linen, but I'm going to correct that on the bottom of the screen. I tried it. The first row here is with only that yarn, but I wasn't happy with it, so I ended up putting the lace weight Isidore trio yarn that I had used for my kitting. It's quite a heavy wind in here, and I'm in an open space, so I'm a little worried that my tripod will tip over. Anyway, so yeah, I ended up using that and the Novita Sweet held double here, and I was pretty happy with the thickness and with the weight like that. And so I haven't talked about that pattern. I used my 5.0 millimeter picks interchangeables when I was knitting it, and it starts bottom up with a couple of rows of garter, and then you have this pretty nice lace section knit back and forth, and then you start doing some stockinette, and then at some point you just stop when you think it's sort of long enough. I'll try to get some photos of me wearing it so that you can see where it hits, but it's about my weight length here. And then you started with the sleeves. These are like 3/4 maybe sleeves, and then you joined it around and started doing the raglan decreases, and we're supposed to bind it off after these decreases, and then you were supposed to pick up for the button band and then the collar. I decided not to use buttons at all just because, I don't have any white left, and I didn't want to use this sort of blush color to to do the button down. So I think this is going to be okay like this without any buttons. If it needs something, I'll just wear a brooch or something here. Maybe. I don't know. So yeah. So I just decided to use the little that I had left of the Novita Tottonella and did some garter and actually did some short rows in the back. Not sure if you can see it. Just once back and forth. But yeah, I just blocked it and haven't taken any pictures of it, and we'll see how that goes. But it's kind of pretty. We'll see if I need to wear it. And of course, I forgot to tell all the important info on the summer's end cardigan that I just showed you. So I used 5.0 millimeter needles. I mentioned that. That's US size 8. And the pattern, Summer's End, is free on Ravelry. But the overall cost of the cardigan, because that's what I started doing last time. So I used the Novita Cottonella white yarn. I used it all up, and I had paid €6 for it. And then the amount of the Suvi yarn that I used were added up to €3.40. And then the Isager Trio yarn was about $2.60. So the total sum was €12 for the cardigan, which is of course nice. It's very, very loose, as you may have been able to see on the video, but I think it's gonna be nice. Since I don't have that much stuff to talk to you about today, I thought I'd maybe add a few things about the designer of the cardigan. So her name is Heather Malloy, and on Instagram and Ravelry she's Overbrewed. I'll write that on the screen. And she only has 6 patterns on Ravelry. A few berets, but 1 cardigan, 1 bag, and 1 pair of fingerless mitts. And I think some of them were paid for patterns, and the cardigan may have been just the only free pattern. Anyway, I thought it looked really nice. It was supposed to be something that you would put on top of a blouse. So yes, the sleeves were supposed to be short, and then you were supposed to have blouse with collars, like drop-down collars underneath. So that's why the sort of neck shaping was so large, I'd say. But yeah, I think especially the version she had in the photo was really, really nice, and I really like the color. About the color that I had to add in my cardigan, if I had the choice. So if there had been more color choices, my first choice would have been sort of light yellow, but that was impossible. So, and if I had found a light blue, I would have used that. But since there wasn't that much choice on the colors, then yeah, I do like the sort of blush red, whatever color. But it's just not my first choice. Then the sewing FOs that I forgot to take with me, but I'll probably add some pictures or videos here on top of my face or somewhere on the screen. I made two t-shirts for my daughter. They are raglan t-shirts. I had made a long shirt, a long sleeved version of the same pattern before. It's a pattern from Kangaskapina FI, a free pattern. I think if you download it or if you print and download it as a PDF, it's free. And I know that I got it for free. But if you want to order a already printed version in a nice package and all that, then I think it was maybe $2.50 or something. There was some cost to that, but I got it free. And then the fabrics that I used were from Jyväskylän Kangaskauppa, which is something that Heli Keiju tipped me some time ago. My goodness, she had some really nice fabrics in the store. They're all, I think, the kind of fabrics that you would use for t-shirts with long or short sleeves, but you know, really nice printed fabrics. My daughter and I went there one Friday when she was at home, and she picked up two different fabrics, and the first one was this Dino Trucks version that I'm showing on the screen, I hope, and that was the first one I sewed. And I'm an idiot because when I was cutting the pieces, I did know that you're supposed to take the front piece from the fold, but for some reason I didn't think that the back of the shirt is also cut from the fold of the fabric. So that's why it has a seam in the back, because I was just stupid. But of course, the second version with a different fabric, I did cut both parts, the front and the back, from the fold, so there are no seams in the mid front or in the mid back. So didn't make the same mistake twice. But okay, so the Dino Trucks version, you'll see that the color fabric, and I forgot to check what that is in English. The French call it barcotte, but I don't know what it is in English, but you know, the stretchy part in the neck. And that's still too loose. I made some adjustments to it and still it's too loose, so I'll have to fix it a little. But other than that, it's a nice shirt and it fits her well, so that's what I tried. The second version, with the Paw Patrol sky print, was a better version, so it's like a version 2.0. So no seam in the back nor in the front, just in the sides. And I used the same fabric for the collar, and I think it looks really nice. So I was a success, let's say. And then I have only one whip, because I finished my cardigan yesterday, and then I soaked it. And then I was like, oh yeah, I do have the woolen pants that I haven't touched after the last episode. I kind of wasn't feeling it. It's kind of warm, so woolen pants aren't the first thing in my mind right now. So I decided to just browse some of the shawl patterns that I've printed, and I found one that's called Fruit Cocktail by Zuzakis. She's a Hungarian designer. But I'm just gonna show you the little that I have made so far. And I'm using my Knit Picks interchangeables again. But yeah, here is, oh yeah, that's the right side for you. So this yarn is Sunless Garn Silk Mohair, the one that I use for my kitty. This is only held once, not double. And I am trying, I'm going to try the Isager trio. So I'm going to try what it looks like if I make some parts in this yarn and some in the Isager trio. If it looks nice, then that's what I'll do. If it doesn't, I'll just use this yarn alone. The needles that I'm using are 3.5 millimeters, so that's US size 4. And this pattern also is a free pattern on Ravelry. And nothing more to say about the pattern yet. I have written down about the designer that, yeah, she's a Hungarian woman living in Switzerland, and she's designed a lot of shawls and scarves, and then she had a few sweaters or cardigans and something, but she had some really, really nice looking shawls, other than this, of course, too. So, you know, I'd recommend you check her out. This pattern is pretty easy, or well, easy as in not many pages in the pattern, and there's a certain system with which you can make it bigger if you want, and I may try that. But yeah, that's my only whip at the moment, the only one that I've been doing, and as you can see, well, this is what I made yesterday, and that's all. But that's not all for this episode, because turning the page, about the cow that I mentioned right at the beginning of the episode. So last time I told you that I will be hosting, and now I am hosting, the Sock-Free Summer Cow. So it's a cow with a K or a C, but if you use a hashtag, use the one with the K written on the screen. And it started on the 1st of June. It'll go on until the 31st of August. Now I'll be sure to say August and not the other month that begins with an A that I mentioned last time, but no, from the beginning of June until the end of August. And so you can knit or crochet, anything for adults or children or anything in between. It can be more or less anything except for socks, or nothing to go in your feet. So pretty loose, and no whips allowed. That was a question that I think Helike asked me in the cow thread on Ravelry. But yeah, I decided that you have 3 months to do whatever, so no whips this time. And that info leads us to the purchases, i.e. skeins of yarn. And I bought 2 skeins, one for me, one for the cow, from eluded fibers. And this is the Finnish yarn dyer, and I've seen her work on Instagram and I think Ravelry and maybe Facebook too. Anyway, I just noticed that she uses some really nice colors, and I bought 2 skeins of sleek merino sock yarn from her, and here they are. So sleek merino is 400 meters in 100 grams for 137 yards in 3.5 ounces. It's 75% superwash merino, 25% nylon. And this color is something that I'm planning to keep. It's called Monkey. And this other color is the one that I was intending to be the prize, and this is called Stinger. So it's like mint color with specks of orange and something. Really nice. It'll make great socks because that's what I'll do, and that's what I'll need to do after a whole summer without socks or without knitting socks. And the Stinger is like different shades of gold and sort of brown here and speckles too. So I really like this, and this could look really nice in a shawl or of course in socks too. But yeah, these are what I have bought and what I have in my hands now. There is another yarn purchase that I made yesterday morning, somewhere before noon, I think. So I ordered some yarn for a project that I'll be starting, and I'm actually using the recommended yarn, and I didn't have it here, so I ordered it, and I got the info in my cell phone in the mail app that I already have the package in the package machine now waiting. So when I get home, I'll pick up my package on my way. I'll show it to you in my next episode with the whip or finished object. I don't know which. Anyway, so that's another yarn thing that I have bought, and I've been buying stuff. Audrey, who is Yarn Flakes on Ravelry and Instagram too, I think. She has her podcast both in English and in French. She has a discount code because of her birthday, and that was sort of the reason why I ended up buying one of her patterns. So she has designed different things on Ravelry, and I ended up buying a sweater pattern called Tolosa, which is really nice. Actually, kind of similar to the kitty. It has the most part. It's a T-shirt, and most of the T-shirt is just plain stockinette, but then it has this really beautiful lace pattern on the lower part of the sweater. It's really nice. I'll probably knit that this summer too because it's just so nice. Yeah. Did I write anything else down? Yeah, paid €6.34 for the Tolosa. That's like the discount plus the VAT that we can pay. But I'll mention it when I finish the project and sum everything up. But yeah, was the thing about the yarn. Yes, and the very last thing that I've been meaning to mention, but I just forgot, is that we have Jyväskylä Knit Fest in Jyväskylä this summer too, and I will be attending. I haven't signed into any courses this time, but I have said that I can volunteer in different things, whatever, wherever they need some help. And then I'll be spending some time and meeting other Finnish and foreign knitters, crocheters, and the craft people at Toivolon Vanha Piha, which is where it's the venue where it's held. And that'll be fun. It's at the beginning of June, so maybe about a month from now. That'll be nice. Yeah, that's all from me for today. I'll be getting home and picking up my yarn from the mail package machine on my way home, and I think I'll be casting on that new project this evening. Anyway, I'm wishing you some really nice weather. Hope you enjoy whatever you're doing, and I'll see you later. Bye.